Okay, hello and welcome back to our Chain of Memories playthrough. We just beat Larixene to get the Thunder Spell, and we got a new slew of world cards: Atlantica, Neverland, Hollow Bastion, and 100 Acre Woods. I'll be taking on Atlantica right now. See if I've already... I believe I've already done those, yeah. So we can head into Atlantica. I'm going to review my deck really quick. Just got the Thunder Spell. We talked about the Gravity Spell. We've talked about Dumbo. We also got Ether. Quickly reloads reloadable magic cards. Again, I won't be using this almost ever, I don't believe, unless it's needed for a recipe. And we also got... Have I looked at these? I don't think I've looked at Jafar. Genie Jafar is pretty strong ability, actually. It's expensive, it's 65, but stops enemies from breaking attack cards you use. So basically, it's limit 20, so 6, 9, so I have 12 in my deck. So if I expanded this about 3 more rows, I could get almost to the end of each combo. And no matter what the card cost I had in would be, nobody would be able to break them, no matter what cards they were throwing. But it only lasts those 20 attacks, and it is a unique boss card, so there's no duplicating this and getting more value out of it, unfortunately. And I'm still not at the point where I have enough slates or anything to create a secondary deck, but sooner or later I will make a secondary one to hold gimmick decks, if you will, that I want to employ. Gosh, this looks like the bottom of the sea.
It sure does. So how come we can breathe?
Beats me. Maybe someone cast a spell on us.
It's just like breathing air.
But it's not air, so someone's swimming this world.
If anyone asks, you didn't see me.
What?
Sorry, I don't have time to explain. Just promise you won't tell.
Hey, what's that sparkling thingy you got there?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Remember, you didn't see me.
Well, looked like she was in a hurry.
She was hiding something.
I wonder what it was.
Key of Beginnings. So yeah, if it looks bad so far, it's because it is. So we're in Atlantica, but they take away the swimming mechanic from Kingdom Hearts 1, and you're walking just like normal, but we're underwater. The unique thing about this world is it doesn't include any other world's enemies. It includes just... I want that. That's too bad. It includes just... oh, actually, that's not true. Those are ghosts. But primarily, I guess I should say, Atlantica-specific enemies. And those include the Aqua Tank. These are the Screwdrivers.
Courage!
I'm having a hard time remembering what else there would be. So that's Genie.
Power!
I'm wondering if they can break a 4. Maybe not. I wonder what cards these guys are throwing if they can't break a 4. 2. And the jellyfish enemy, and then the jellyfish enemy is like Dad. The little host jellyfish. But yeah, you walk around like normal down here.
Yeah!
These are the jellyfish. There's Aqua Tank, I think that's what that's called. And it starts to get to a point once I hit 7th floor here that the enemies tend to get... Oh, and there's Dark Ball, so I guess I am wrong. Dark Ball we might remember from Hollow Bash in the previous game.
Courage! You have it!
So yeah, Genie's another one of those you need to stack him to get any real value out of him cards. So I'll end up taking him out of the deck and probably after this fight, to be honest. Cloud's just doing so much damage, but I need a higher version of him. Once Cloud is added to your deck, it gets to the point where adding a... Ooh, False Bounty, okay, I'll get to show that up. Cloud gets to the point where doing magic cards in movable shops starts to become worth it. Just even for the possibility of getting Cloud. One thing that I said earlier was that I wasn't going to escape from any battles, and I was actually checking, or I looked at the trophies, because I was wondering if I had like all the trophies from this game, or what the deal was. And if anybody's interested, not fleeing from a single battle is actually an achievement in this game. So completing at least Sora's side, I think, without fleeing gets you a silver trophy, I want to say. So it's a good trophy. And there's Meeting Ground. These little spikes, that's annoying. I'm going to skip it for now. Maybe I'll see it later. So let's take a look at our path here. So we've got potential 2 up left or 3 up, 1 left down. And that's our first room. Let's do a false bounty. So every time that I've been opening a bounty room before, that's been a calm bounty, which is just a no heartless treasure room. So this is a heartless contained treasure room. And you'll notice that confusion from the Jack-in-the-Box persists into the actual fight. Now I think the Aqua Tank can throw 7s or something like that. Yeah, there's the 7. So again, when you have an enemy that's able to throw a higher value card, you want to knock it out first.
Power!
Here's Wild Crush.
Gotcha!
That one's fun. And there's the level. I'm going to take CP. I very rarely take HP in Sora's side. And so you'll see here's the jump pad for Atlantica. As I said, each world has its own. There's an item card. I'm not too... Especially since it's a 1 potion, the worst item card in the game. Not crazy thrilled. What's that? It's a 6 potion spine. I'm going to get rid of this so it stops attacking me and I can explain the treasure chests in this room.
Fire! Fire!
Nice. Ooh, is that yeah, white room. Okay, so there is the white mushrooms in this game. So it's a 33% chance. So one of these has the treasure and 2 of them have a battle inside. So there's a battle.
Fire! Goofy!
Goofy just does absurd damage in this game.
Freeze! Heal!
So there I'm just throwing down Shadow, just to speed things up, be able to break his 7s easier.
Yeah, fire!
There's a 9 Martial Awakening, that's a good card.
Yeah!
So I'll try this one. Another. So I basically failed that 1/3 possibility.
Yeah! Yeah!
However, the last chest will contain the treasure that I want.
Yeah! Fire! Fire! Donald!
So again, as I've said before, you gotta be careful with Donald here. Those screwdrivers can absorb thunder.
Thunder!
So if Donald casts thunder, you're giving them health, basically. It's the only downside to Donald. Otherwise, he's fairly strong. Especially if you can stack him.
Fire! Fire! Thunder!
Ooh. There's a lot of tanks here. Felt like a very long load time on his attack for very little damage. Not that I'm complaining about not taking lots of damage.
Fire! Thunder! Heal! Courage!
Huh, I got away with that.
Donald! Freeze! Heal! Yeah!
There we go. Almighty Darkness. This is something that I'll show in a minute too. I don't fully understand the purpose of having it in. I think, actually, I do think there is a reason for it, but I'll explain that in a second. So here's Shock Impact. This is a Simba slate. So Simba's roar sends enemies flying and triggers stop. So it's Simba, an attack card, and an attack card. Not a huge fan of this combo, though I believe Simba's probably doing more work for me in my deck currently than Genie. What is this? Oh, I'm looking at this backwards. So I'm going to take Genie out, pop in my 6 Simba. Can I afford another? Yeah, but I won't for now. See if there's anything else I want to put in here. I don't think I have any good cards currently. And I haven't opened a Moogle store in a while, as I can see from having 764 points. I'm gonna show off the Bandit card. Take a look at my map here. So I gotta go down here. What's the parameters? 6. So I have a 9. I'm gonna pop this 9 move card and get some new cards. Gather all the points that I can before heading in. And let's see here. So here's the treasure room. I don't have the treasure card still.
Yeah.
I feel like it starts to spawn at 7th floor, the treasure card. So I'm going to keep my eye out for that. And if I do get it, I'll come back here. And then what I'll do is I will complete this floor. If I get a second one after clearing this, I'll complete the floor. Then start to backtrack to get everything before. 1, 4, 4, 6. Ooh, 0. And here's the new Crab Claw. We'll take a look at that. And now we can see the shop is getting more advanced. So before it was 100, 100, 100, 100. And these were 200 flats. And these were 150s. So now it's 150 up to 300 on the greens. 200 up to 350 points on the blues. And 100 up to 300 on the reds. And 150 up to 300 on the mixes. I don't generally buy the mixes, to be honest. I want to kind of know what I'm buying. I'm going to shoot for the 300 red. I'm going to get an 8 Crab Claw, already worth it. A 0. This was a great pack. 2 6s, good pack. Opening the 200 now. 7 Wishing Lamp. That's about it. Gonna open another 200. Full premium. Oh, and a 9. Okay. Pretty good rolls. I'm going to now sell just till I get up to 200, and then I'm gonna buy a magic pack. I will buy the baseline cheapest magic pack, and 6 Thunder's the highest. 0 spells I don't put in the deck to count as breakers. I only put 0 Keyblades in. So now I can edit my deck out. And actually, I'm gonna already take out Bandit. I'm gonna take out Shadow at this point too. I'll put Bandit back in, and I wanna mix those new Crab Claws in. First thing I'll do is I'll show the Crab Claw in the card collection, and now I'm an elite collector at 47% from a card fanatic at 39. Here's Crab Claw. Strike C, Thrust C, Combo Finish B+. Element Physical, Break Recovery Star. Star is the max required CP B. Obtained in Atlantica, easy to handle with a very quick, it's the best, recovery after card breaks. So if somebody gets past whatever the value is of Crab Claw, I recover from it as fast as possible. I believe at this point it's the best Keyblade that I own. Actually, it looks like it's just under Lady Luck and Pumpkinhead as far as the strike and thrust values, but otherwise, yeah. So we're going to put a couple of those in. And its combo finish is high potential too. So I'm going to replace the 9 with a 9. It's an expensive Keyblade. I think it's more expensive than a lot of the Keyblades. It's very expensive, yeah. And I have an 8. See if I can replace that 5. I can. So yeah, just generally strengthening the deck. So I've replaced a 9 Kingdom Key with the 9 Crab Claw and a 5 Lady Luck with an 8 Crab Claw. So not bad. And as I thought, I have to loop, so we're gonna go up here. We have to have a 0 equal. Let's see if I have a card for that. Sleeping Darkness, Moment's Reprieve, Meeting Ground. I don't actually have Aerial yet. I'm gonna get Aerial in this world if you couldn't figure that out. So I'm not gonna pop Meeting Ground yet, but I will when I believe it's after Key to Beginnings that I get Aerial. So look at the little sleeping Heartless. You saw there the Crab Claw did a lot of damage on that final hit.
Fire! Fire! Thunder! Freeze!
Was it Simba plus or 2 Keyblades?
Back off!
Yeah. So this is Shock Impact. And now these are stopped. I can pile on damage to them. I believe it's stop level 1. So yeah, I'm not crazy on it.
Fire!
But Simba in the deck still, currently it's fine. Another False Bounty. What am I looking for now? A 1. So Almighty Darkness is a room where Heartless with strong cards appear, and as the art says, +2. So enemies will throw +2 the value that they normally can. So a Shadow will be throwing 3s. And again, it still works on cap levels, so if something is throwing a 9, it'll still throw a 9. And 0s don't apply to normal Heartless, so nobody's going to be throwing a 2. So it basically makes the minimum of this room's cards be 3. The benefit to this room, I believe, is that enemy cards drop percentage-wise a lot higher, or it's like a multiplicative effect. But you have to fight higher number of cards. Let's do this white mushroom card because it probably won't open it again. And this is where the white mushrooms appear. And these are the charade mushrooms from Kingdom Hearts 1 that we saw. And I believe, yep, like the black mushrooms, they appear as their own little avatar. You still have to hit them to enter combat. It's actually, I should probably just run into them, to be honest, because I need to wait for them to play charades. So that's Blizzard. I'm going to try to see if I can get Fire, because Fire is the only thing I have 3 copies in my deck of currently. There's Fire. So the little doo-doo-doo-doo, that's the success noise. And yes, they resist all damage in this game instead of their HP bar going down, they just resist. And it looks like you only face one at a time. So let's see what happens. So I nailed 3 in a row. He gives HP balls, disappears, and gives me a premium bonus, which I'm not going to take. And 30 experience. So, it's all in all fine. I want that card. 3 thunder. Where's the door? Oh, wow. They tricked me. It's right here. I gotta go to this door. Still make sure to open any room hazards or whatever you want to call it, just to make sure I'm farming movement points. Especially now that things are at the point where they start to get real expensive. Here's a throwback. I like it. To the original Atlantica. I think that's kind of cool. We had to hit the clams to get the treasure inside of it. Oop. And try to avoid those. Especially when the rooms get a lot longer or the paths get a lot longer. It's very easy to get lost in this game. There's the door. So, need a 6, so I'll throw out... I'll throw out a Martial Awakening. Sometimes they spawn where you're jumping and it's really annoying.
Fire! Fire! Freeze!
I was hoping it would keep me in the air, it didn't.
Heal!
Another thing I should say is with deck building, something you need to be careful about is the longer your deck is, the more cards that are in it, the longer the actual reload process does take. Like when you're getting the cards back to your hand. 81 to next level, so I'm gonna take a fight. Just grab a level, why not? So it's hard to explain, and I'm not sure if viewers can sense it themselves, but you definitely can. It's kind of cool. You can feel it in your controller. The slower Keyblade versus the faster Keyblades, you can definitely feel the pacing of them.
Heal!
So what the trick you can do is you can pull Donald and Goofy cards out before reloading to get rid of that bulk from the delay time of reloading. You're pulling 3 cards out, and then the 20 card deck, 22 card deck that I have, it knocks off about half a second. I'll take HP. So any red card, I'm going to give it Almighty Darkness because it doesn't matter, and Key to Beginnings. Oh, woe is me!
Is something wrong?
Someone stole the king's magic trident. Atlantica is defenseless. And to top it off, Princess Ariel has disappeared. King Triton's worried sick. He won't leave his chambers.
Ariel? She disappeared?
Ariel's friend Flounder would know where she is, but now he's gone too.
Wait a sec, didn't we just see Ariel?
Yeah, but she didn't look real happy to see us. Hey, wasn't she carrying something when we saw her?
You don't think that was the trident? You know, maybe it was.
What? But that means Ariel stole it.
There must be some explanation.
Ariel, where did you swim off to this time? If anything happens to you, the king will think it's all my fault. He told me to keep an eye on her, and now this. What if she ran away because of something I said? King Triton will banish me forever.
He'll pop his shell if we tell him Ariel took the trident.
Guess we'll have to get to the bottom of this ourselves. Yeah, that room seems very pointless in terms of plot. Ah, for a second there I thought it was right next to the room I needed to be at. Alright. So, key to guidance.
Yeah.
Not even Hydra can climb those ledges. Surprised I still haven't gotten a treasure card. Let's see what this is. A 6+. I'll take Feeble Darkness. I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to start taking battles soon just because I am running out of cards. Nice, got that card. I'm running out of map cards. There also, conversely, can get a point where you have to go into your inventory and dump cards because you have too many map cards. By the end of the game, that can be a problem as well. And sometimes you need a specific card per door, and you have to dump other cards to make room for that. So it looks like they can't drop below 1 with Feeble Darkness. Ah, there it is. There's key to rewards. So let's go and get Atlantica's reward so I can show this off. And it's just 30 flat, so I should be able to open that door no problem. And I usually end up marking which rewards I've gone to because the game doesn't keep a good track of it for you. So I just need to dump, so I'm going to dump that 5. I'm dump this 8 and 8, so I need 9 left. I'll dump the premium room. I'll dump a Tranquil Darkness and a regular darkness, another Tranquil Darkness, and the reward card. So here's the room of rewards. You can see I'm now inside of it. And it's a blank room, so there's no heartless spawning in here. And at the end there's a treasure chest with the unique reward for the room. Of course there's these destructibles. Oh, it looks like there's two. Another thing is when you beat the game, I believe it restocks this with other rewards, like very, very powerful card rewards. Which kind of makes no sense, because I don't believe there's any optional endgame content. So let's open the left one. So I learned Quake. So Gravity, Simba, and Magic Card inflict damage on all ground enemies with a violent tremor. That already reduces its effectiveness by 50% to me, especially with a lot of enemies flying in this game. I'm not a huge fan of this. Let's open the other one, and it's... Oh, I do get the bonus because I've cleared this game before. Okay. So I don't know if I should be showing this off because I have cleared this game before, so that's why there was the two. But I'll show them anyways. I don't know which ones I'll use or not. So the Demix is a Organization 13 member, which are the people that are been in the background this game so far. So Demix drastically boosts power of ice-based attacks. He's 80, so he's very expensive. Limit 2 reloads, so it's basically this Blue Nocturne, which is the 20, increase the strength of ice-based abilities for 1 reload, but it's the power of the Blue Nocturne times 2 or 3 or something, and 2 reloads instead of 1, but he costs 4 times as much. So you need to really have a lot of CP to it to let these cards be effective. Alright, so let's head back to the Key of Guidance. I did actually take the time to mark down that I've been in this world because it's really hard to keep track. If you're going to use a card like that, you want to be sure you're using its affiliated ability, so you're throwing out Blizzard Raids, or you're using Blizzaga, or whatever, you know, just really... Ooh, wow, these give a mix, I did not know that. Just use a... Let's see... Use a lot of ice abilities. So there's the one, and then the heart card.
There she is! This is all my fault. I wish I'd never taken Daddy's trident. I should have known things would turn out this way.
She did take it.
Pipe down! Someone's coming.
No need to worry. I don't have a... No need to worry, child. You did the right thing.
Why, I'm sure you'd do anything in the world to help your little friend. Poor Flounder has been swept away to the human world. No place for a little fish. Why, if we don't hurry, you might not have a friend to save.
No.
Besides, you're not giving me the trident, dear. Just letting me borrow it for a bit. You can save Flounder. Lend me the trident and I'll help you.
I know, but Daddy needs the trident to defend Atlantica. I need time to think.
Well, it's all the same to me. Just remember, your little friend is dodging fishhooks while you twiddle your fins. Well, you can come see me once you've made up your mind.
What am I going to do?
Don't trust her, that's for sure.
How long have you been listening?
Oh, long enough. It doesn't matter. Sora's right. Don't trust that silly witch. She's up to no good. You'll conceal it in her face.
Then we all agree. The problem is, I don't have any idea where Flounder is. And she's the only one who can help.
What about us? Come on, let's go talk to her. You shouldn't have to do this by yourself.
Really? You'll come with me?
You bet. I know how it feels to have friends in trouble. Let's get going.
So now Ariel joins the party, but I don't think they announce it at all. Do they? I'm not sure.